financially stressed or financially free. Welcoming everyone. How are you all doing today? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys. Welcome T.O. Cordelia, Sarah. How are you all doing? Happy Friday. On this side, I am in Texas, the United States. I follow the Central Time. Okay, so I am in Texas, the United. So good to have you. Haha, Humble Lion. Oh, Humble Lion. How are you, Stephanie? How are you doing? So good to have each and every one of us. One question I get every time, Dr. Lina, where should I put my money? Should I put it in ETF? Should I put it in real estate? Where should I put my money? That is a common question I get every single time. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. ETF or real estate. As a matter of fact, you can see the board. We have been on a 31 days journey. This is day 24, right? Today is the 24th. We started on the 4th on the financial freedom journey. Financial freedom journey. That is the financial freedom challenge. That is 14 days. Uche, how are you doing? Welcome in. You are super early. You are super early. Let's get tapping. Let's tap out the in. We know what to do. Let's tap out the life. Let's share out the life. We are talking about investing 101. Investing 101. So if you have been wondering how to invest, right, and you don't know how to go about it, we're going to be talking about that today. Another thing is where you put your money really matters. If you put your money where you put your money can either make you financially free or it can make you financially stressed. Okay, financially free or financially stressed. So it's a function of where you put your money. Okay, it's a function of where you put your money. All right. Okay. All right, so let's keep tapping out the live. Welcome in each and every one of us. How are you all doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. We know what to do. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 tap, we'll get the class started. We'll get the class started once we get to 5,000 taps. Welcome in each and every one of us. How are you all doing today? Awesome. Perfect.
Hello, I'm David Jeremiah.
And I'm just doing some things here.
We do so with gratitude.
Okay. All right. Now we are back. Now we are back. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Let's you know what to do once we get into 5,000 taps. And we're talking about investing. We started that earlier today. Investing 101. Like I said, where you put your money really matters. If you, two things. What you do with your income really matters. Today we talk about a little bit about how to increase your income. That's where we're going to be starting today, because today's challenge is about increasing your income, right? We're going to start from there, and then we transition. We'll talk about that quickly. Then we talk about how once we transition quickly to how to go into investing. Why should you invest and where should you invest? And then we start touching each of those investment strategy, and of course, as part of the step, we might start introduce the 4 account system that you should have. Those on the YouTube side, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome in. We know what to do. Click on that subscribe button. If you're new, let us tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Welcome in each and every one of us. And I need a lot of water, guys. I need a lot of water. And welcome in. Welcome in. How are you all doing? Yeah, because whenever we say stop saving, right? Stop saving. Somebody asked the question. If you say stop saving, what else should we do? It means that you need to start investing. Stop saving in the bank. Because if you put your money in the bank. If there's something called the rule of 72. Rule of 72 tell you how quickly your money is going to double, right? Rule of 72 tells you how quickly it takes your money to double. Yeah, can we also share the live? TikTok just reminded me, press my forehead on the screen and share the live. For those on the YouTube, click on the follow button, subscribe button if you have not done so. Indicate where you're connecting from. As a matter of fact, we are on route looking for country number 66. We've had 65 countries represented. No. This country number 67, 66 countries represented, latest being 80. 80 is country number 66. So drop what the country where you are connecting from, and you're wondering, well, why is she asking about what country if she has not told us where she is? I am in Texas, in United States. Asala, welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Let me turn on the light right here. I just know something is off, and it's the light. We need to have the light on. Okay. We need let the light, let there be light. How are you, Jimmy? How are you doing? Yeah, we're talking about, oh, you're welcome. You're helping me a lot. Oh, that's great. That is great. That is amazing. Awesome. Where are you from? Isala. Where are you from? Indicate where you're connecting from. What country, what city? DJ Man Protocol. How are you doing? Yeah, let's keep tapping out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 time, we get the class started. And what are we talking about? We're talking about stop saving. If you save your money in the bank, it takes you at least 72 years. If your bank is giving you 1%, there's something called the rule of 72. How long it takes your money to double? How quickly would it take your 1,000 to become 2,000, 10,000 become 20,000? Take number 72 and divide it by whatever interest rate. Oh, you're from Mexico. I'm studying English so I can go to the United States. That is amazing. I love that. I have a lot of Mexican friends here. So make sure you do that. You got this, okay? You got this. Welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. And every other person that is on the YouTube side, click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. Also, let me know where you're connecting from. I would love to meet you. I am in Texas, in the United States. So good to have you. What's same? Welcome in. Zion, welcome in. We know what to do. Let's tap out the live. We'll get the class started. As soon as we get to 10,000, 5,000 taps and 50 shares, 10,000, 5,000 taps. King Ability, the latest millionaire in town, the first millionaire here today. Welcome in. Dr. Awa, how are you doing? I think Dr. Awa from Canada. Kobe, King Ability, liking out. Thank you so much for doing that. Dela, welcome in. Let me know where you're connecting from. I am in Texas, in the United States. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. But my day job, I'm a vice president of technology. So it tells you I am a professor. That's double income, which is why you see that I talk about you increasing your income, because increasing your income will get you quicker to financial freedom. And what you do with that income also matter, because where you put your money can determine if you are financially free or financially stressed. Italy, Milan. Oh my goodness, that sounds fancy. Italy, Milan, right? That sounds very wealthy and very rich and sound like a millionaire, right? A millionaire. Welcome in, a latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's tap out the live. One of the things that we do here, we are on a financial freedom drive. This is the $1 Million League. Like I said, my day job, I'm a vice president of technology. I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And you'll be wondering, how come everything we hear is technology? But how come you're talking about finance? You're talking about financial freedom. You're talking about savings, investing. That's because I am also, my bachelor's is in economics, so I'm an economist and a chartered accountant. But guess what? Dr. Lina ran towards money. Right? Dr. Lina chased money to technology. Okay? So years ago, I was working in corporate finance of one of the Fortune 100, top 100 companies. And I realized that my folks, my counterparts in technology were making way more. They were making way more, even though we were doing the same job. So I pivoted, taking a certification under 5 months, pivoted into one of the leading oil and gas companies, right? And I moved to the technology department, and I've not looked back since then. But I still have my passion in finance, because finance is one thing that's helped me to build wealth. What do I mean? Because one other thing I was doing is I was saving my money all along. I was making this money, I was saving it. All right. And I did not build wealth. I did not get to this millionaire startup. I did not get financial freedom. I was actually financially stressed. And until I changed something. What was that? I started putting my money in investing, right? And started putting money in ETF. What did I invest in? ETF, real estate, and businesses. And that is when I started building wealth, because there is How many hours for Dr. Lina and everyone? 24 hours in a day. You can only spend maybe between 8 and 14 hours working or 16 hours working. You have to sleep, even if it's 4 hours. You have to eat, you have to go to the bathroom, right? Yes, that's because you are human. That limits your income. But then that caps, there's a ceiling to what you can make you as an individual. That is why you have to put something called making your money work for you. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get tapping out the live. If you're new here, tap out the live. Get your daily admin if you have not done that. Wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Looking at stop saving, start investing, ETF, real estate businesses, financial freedom. As a matter of fact, that's what we're teaching. Investing 101. Why should we invest? Because why should you invest? Because you grow your money. So let's start tapping out the live. The minute we get to 5,000 taps, we get the class started. So share out the live as well. Press my forehead on the screen. How do you share out the live? Press my forehead on the screen and share out the live. Miss Nicole, thank you so much for tapping out the live. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button, click on the subscribe button as well. Simply me, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we are simply Abby. Now we are simply me. So good to have you. Welcome in, welcome in. As soon as we get 5,000 taps, we will get the class started. Also, we also ask for 50 shares. The reason why we say this is, and you would see it as we move along, right? You would see this life is going to get to about 100, 150, 200 people at some point, right? And guess what? People would troop in and they'll be asking, Dr. Lina, can you repeat yourself? Dr. Lina, can you replay? Dr. Lina, can you recap? And I'll say, Dr. Lina is not an AI. Yeah, so the more we tap out the live, the algorithm was going to push this community out and more people would come in. And instead of us repeating what we have said multiple times, which is ETF, we're going to be talking about ETF. We're talking about real estate, businesses, how to increase your income. Those are the things. Miss Nicole is laughing. Yes. Yeah, but you would see it. Just stick around. You would see it. I bet it with you. You would going to see it tonight, right? Every single life that happens. Dr. Lina, please, can you recap? Can you replay? Can you repeat? And I'm like, I'm human, guys, right? Just the same way I tell you that your money should be working harder than you do. In this case, it is not. There's no technology that is working because it's not pre-recorded. It is not whatever. Okay, Jesus loves you too. Yes, Ruben. Yeah, that's why I'm laughing. Exactly. But you would see it very soon. You will see it. And I'm not joking. That's why let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. How do you tap out the live? It costs you nothing, just your fingers. Let us all tap out the live. Let's all tap out the live. You see the numbers changing as soon as you start doing that. Click on the follow button if you're sitting here for 2 minutes, right? We're talking about stop saving. Why do we say stop saving? Start investing, right? Financial freedom, millionaire status, right? And of course, we're starting on investing 101 for you to, as a beginner investor, right? We're going to be starting that today. So let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Miss Nicole, Papi, Law, Suarez, Web, welcome back again. Aman, were you able to resolve the issue? Where were you able to resolve the issue? Process one. Tolu's mom is here. Bandy essay. We know what to do. There are OGs in the house. Let's tap out the live, guys. Thank you so much. Let us tap out the live. If we quickly start tapping out the live and sharing out the live, we'll get the class started. Well, okay, send that email or whatever you're trying to fix with them. Yeah. Let's tap out the live. Thank you all for doing that. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, get to click on the follow button. Also get your daily at me. We won't start the live. You see, WASPO already know we will not start the live unless we get to 5,000 taps. Otherwise, Dr. Lina becomes AI today. Dr. Lina becomes AI today. We are starting the live shortly. Let's tap out the live, right? I am not ready to become an AI, all right? So that more people can come in. And what are we talking about? Where you put your money really matters. If you put your money in savings accounts, you will not be financially free and you'll be financially stressed. But you need to put your money in investing. Yeah, you need to put your money in investing. Welcome in. You need to put your money in investing, because if you start investing, you will see that you're building wealth. Where do you invest? You need to also be careful. I lost money. Please don't be AI. Exactly. Don't be AI. Yeah, don't be AI. Yeah, I'll try not to be AI, right? Because I become AI, then I become the scammers. All the people reaching out to people in their what's it called, and in their DM saying that they're Dr. Lina when they're not Dr. Lina. So by the way, if somebody comes to you and say, "Oh, you know what? I am." We have a WhatsApp group, we have a Telegram group. That is not Dr. Lina. We do not have a WhatsApp group, so be careful. Click on the follow button right now, because this is the only Dr. Lina. Also, how do you know them? Look at Money Talk with Dr. Lina. That's my name, and the @ below it, my handle would also be at Money Talk with Dr. Lina. But what you would see in their own case, they will have Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Maybe my picture, 5 of my videos, or and then they would have at something else, right? At whatever, crazy human, right? You will see it right there. So that is it for you. You will be able to know, okay? And you know what to do: report them and block them. Report them and block them, okay? How are you all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We're talking about ETF, we're talking about real estate. That is what we're talking about today. And of course, while we are keeping tapping out the live, we start the class as soon as we get to 5,000 taps. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps. So the challenge for today, while we are at it, the challenge for today. So remember, I said we are on a 15. We are on a financial freedom challenge. 14 days financial freedom challenge. So if you are just joining, if you are new here, drop one in the comment. I'm new, drop one in the comment. I'm new, drop one in the comment, guys. If you're new, drop one. Oleps, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Welcome in. How are you doing? Let's share out the live. As soon as we get to 5,000 taps and of course 50 shares, we'll get started. Hello. How are you? So good to have you. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. My friend, no, I do not understand what you say, Ibrahim. Maybe you need to interpret. Yeah, but click on that follow button and maybe you use translation to understand what we're talking about. Yeah, what part of the world are you, Ibrahim? What part of the world? Don't tell me that this thing is off. What part of the world are you? All right, I guess I have to use the. Give me 1 second. I need to get this on the charger. Let's keep tapping out the live. We'll get started shortly. Juba, can you stop taking my charger from my office? Can you stop it? Where is my charger? I use it for work. I'm giving you more people. And then you keep coming to take money off it every single time. What happens is what you have. What happens is what you have. God has broken. Guys, stop taking the money off the spirit. Okay, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I needed to get the iPad on the charger. So the topic for the challenge for today. Welcome in everyone. Let's keep tapping out the light. Thank you all for being patient with me. All right. Earlier I thought totally, because I got carried away at the 1 p.m. When we're talking during the 1 p.m. So I got totally carried away. So the challenge for today, in case you haven't, if you're new here and you all right. So the challenge for today, we are on it for we are on it. What's it called? A 12 days financial freedom challenge. And the challenge for today, let's share out the live, guys. Can we share out the live? Let's prioritize sharing. Let's prioritize sharing and repost. Sharing and repost. Let's prioritize sharing. How do you share? Press my forehead on the screen. You're going to see your contact. Drop them down and start inviting each and every one of them. Let's prioritize sharing. Let's prioritize repost. Thank you so much. Prioritize sharing. Prioritize repost. Prioritize getting your daily at me, and also let's tap out the life. Thank you all for doing that. So the challenge for today, and you will see this video on my page. All right. So you find it on my page. Okay, that is the challenge for today. I don't know why I do not. Let's see if I can have audio. Okay, I'll play it later. All right. All right. Awesome. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're talking about investing. We're talking about investing. Why should you invest, right? Why should you invest, right? One of the things that why you should invest, and where is my, I'm just all over today. Why should you invest? We will talk about the mistake people make about their money. We talk about why should you invest. And of course, we're also going to talk about the mistake people make when it comes to wealth building. We're going to be talking about that mistakes today. We will talk about your different income, right? How to increase your income. We talk about the mistake. We talk about the why, and we talk about investing. Is that okay? Is that okay? Thank you all. Thank you for sharing out the live. Let's tap out the live. Get your daily at me if you haven't gotten your daily at me. Let's get your daily at me if you haven't gotten your daily at me. Thank you all for tapping out the live. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the repost. Welcome in. Now Dr. Lina is awake. I am awake. I'm awake. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on the follow button. I am super awake now. So first, let's talk about what is investing. What is investing and why should you invest? Invest is an act of where you put your money somewhere and expect and with an expectation for it to grow. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate you filling up that gift gallery. Oleps, right? It's the act of putting your money in something and expecting a return, right? It's expecting a return. So investing is basically like a seed, right? It's a seed, right? Whereby you put it in here and of course it starts germinating into fruit. These are germinating into beautiful fruit. That is investing, right? What did you invest here, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. What do you invest in? Let's keep tapping out the live. Go popular to help this live as well. Mega latest millionaire in town, right? Latest millionaire in town. If you're sitting here, click on that follow button. Let's get the class started. So this is what investing is. Investing is almost like a plant, right? You put the seed in. Remember, this seed might be the same thing as this. This seed might be the same thing as this. You put the seed into the ground and it germinates. But guess what? What is this seed when it comes to investing? Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get it to 10,000. Get your daily at me. If you've been sitting here 2 minutes, 2 minutes, we value your time. We appreciate your time. So if it's 2 minutes, click on that plus sign. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. Quality over quantity. That's what we do here. If it looks like what you're looking for, investing and all, that is exactly what we teach here. Okay, invested. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live because that's the only language the algorithm might understand. When you get your daily at me, you tap out your live, you share out the live, you click on that follow button. That is the language the algorithm understands. Oh, all right. Welcome in, everyone. This is the $1 Million Live. The community of millionaires, those are already millionaires and those that are aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, by the way. Those that are already millionaires trying to scale to become multi-millionaires, that is that community. How are we building wealth? We are not get rich quick scheme. We're not MLM. You can check who Warren Buffett is. Warren Buffett, Google him and you will understand how we invest. We're not speculators. We're not gamblers in the stock market. We are basically investors. Investors simply means long-term investing, delayed gratification. Most importantly, we are moderate risk investors and we grow our money because we are building generational wealth. And also protection is key, is the key foundation, and protection is what we focus on. That means we don't lose our principal, we don't lose the seed, right? This, remember, we're talking about the seed. Investing is a seed. We do not lose the seed, but it germinates into fruit, beautiful fruits, colorful fruits. That is what it germinates into. So if it looks like what you are looking for, click on that follow button and let's welcome you into the community. We'd love to have you as part of the Millionaire League, the Millionaire community. Get your daily at me, tap out the life. It's different from your regular life. This life is very different. This is a class. All right. So you see things differently. There are things that are 5 or 6 things we do differently. We do not start the class until we have gotten to 5,000 taps. That's because we don't want repetition, so that we can have a flow of a beautiful class. The second thing is that if you wait, you need to wait 2 minutes. It looks like what you are looking for. It has the potential of what you're looking for. Click on that follow button. Thirdly, you will see that we will welcome you as a millionaire. Even though you are not a millionaire, we see you, we anticipate that you are a millionaire, because there's a reason why you click on that follow button. You are taking a leap of faith. That is basically we prophesying into your life, telling you you're going to be a millionaire. Okay, that is the power of life and death is in the tongue. That's one. Two is that we also execute. So get your pen and paper ready. People pay thousands of dollars to actually learn what we're teaching here, which is, because we are doing a financial freedom drive. This is a financial, all through this July, I'm showing up 2 times a day to help people gain financial freedom. Secondly, to help people, how do they gain financial freedom? They will get financial educated, okay? They will get financial education, and then they're going to gain financial freedom through financial education. That's going to reduce poverty, and ultimately crime is going to reduce through that way. All right, that is what our ultimate goal is, to reduce crime and reduce poverty. Okay, because crime and poverty, they are brothers and sisters. So that's the ultimate goal. So get your pen and paper ready, because this is going to be life changing. This is not for everyone. This is for people that want to become financially free, those that want to end the paycheck to paycheck, those that want to become a millionaire in dollars. Somebody literally just crossed $500,000 2 weeks ago, which is absolutely amazing. So we have some beautiful people here doing great things. And when we say millionaire in dollars in 10 years or less, and you might be thinking, how is that even possible? Then you want to stick around. Click on that follow button. Let us get the journey started, because investing is part of the key. And we invest like multi-millionaire. We follow the multi-millionaires wealth blueprint. But like I said, this is not get rich quick scheme, not MLM. This is about investing. Okay, awesome. So tap out the live. Okay, let's tap out the live, share out the live. That's the second thing you do. Get your daily at me. Okay, get your pen and paper ready, and of course, hi Kemi, welcome in, right? Get your daily at me, and of course fill up the gift gallery. Anytime we see the chat is not chatting, we're going to stop, and we will reset the live. So right, and also it's a two-way conversation. Remember, I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, and all of those things, and also a vice president of technology. So there's a two-way conversation. I will put questions, you would answer, right? You put question, you answer. You can also ask questions at any time. Feel free to do that. So welcome in each and every one of us. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. The other thing is that drop the country where you're connecting from. We already have country 66 country in 14 days. Isn't that insane and amazing at the same time? Yes. And those on the YouTube side, how are you doing? Make sure you click on that follow button, subscribe button if you have not done that. Click on the subscribe button if you have not done that. All right. Perfect. Let's keep doing that. Let's repost and reshare. Let's share. Get your daily at me if you have not done that. We hope to be able to get to a 20% C5 today. 20%. Hopefully we can get that today. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Welcome in. Awesome. So like I was saying, your income is a seed, right? Whenever you invest in yourself and you get the skill set, you are saying something, you got an income, right? You would start getting, except you got an inheritance or you won a jackpot, where you're going to most likely get your wealth from, or your starting point of your wealth is something called your income, right? The higher this income, the lower these expenses. You see this gap here, that is your wealth tool. This gap here, income expense, right? This gap here is your wealth tool. This is what got me to that $1 million status. And another thing is that where you put these, you see this gap is as important as where you put the money. Is as important. So this seed, this is your wealth seed. This is your wealth tool. So you take some of your money, view meals, welcome in, and everyone joining. Thank you all for tapping out the light. Let's remember to get our daily at me. If you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. So your income is a seed, right? Your income is a seed, right? And this income, right? Let's put it here. This is income. It comes from your skill set. You are an HVAC technician, you are an engineer or whatever. It becomes a seed. This seed, what happens to a seed when you put it on the ground? What's happened to the seed? When you put a seed in the ground, you bury it, what happens? Guys, remember, it's a two-way thing. Thank you so much, Janet, sharing out that life. When you put a seed in the ground, what happens to the seed, guys? Build wealth, welcome in. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. Let's tap out the live, share out the live. If you're new here, click on that follow button. If it looks like what you're looking for, income, it becomes a seed. What is when you bury a seed in the ground? What happens, guys? What happens? Anyone? Remember, it's a two-way conversation, guys. When you put a seed in the ground, what happens? The income is a seed. What happens? And it grows, it germinates. Thank you so much, V. Thank you so much for that, V. It germinates. Exactly. It grows, it germinates, right? The thing about it, that is what your income does. So the big if your income is here and your expense is here, you will have multiple seeds, right? That's going to grow. Right? But if your income is here and your expense is here, it takes roots and it grows. Thank you so much. It takes roots and it grows, right? Thank you so much for that. I love that. It takes roots and it grows. Now, this income, this is Mr. Income here. On the other hand, if there is nothing that you bury on the ground, there is nothing that's going to grow, okay? So, and that is where the wealth triangle comes in. You see this income here. You want it to go up, right? You want to work on it to go up. How does it go up? It goes up by, I'm talking about this because today, that is today's challenge. Alexa, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. And if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Build wealth digitally, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you to the League of the Millionaires. This is the League of Millionaires, $1 million league. Community of millionaires, people aspiring to be millionaires is dollars, and those are already millionaires. So we have thousands of millionaires here. Okay, so income, right? Increase this income. Now, when you increase this income, hey, wealthy, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. That is prophesying into your life, even though you are not there, that you're going to get there, because there's power of life and death in the tongue. We prophesy that, but the second part of it is that we also execute, because also God has already put it in your hands to bless the works of your hands. So if there's nothing in your hand, there's nothing to bless. So two ways that we are getting there is you believing it, and number two, taking the leap of faith. Number two is for you to execute. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about serious investing, compound interest. Go Google Warren Buffett. How does he invest? And then you will understand how we roll in this community, how we roll as millionaires. Right. How we roll here. So get your daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Thank you all. Let's share out the live as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. Income, right? This income. How do you increase this income? Take a certification. Get scholarship. Get side also. What else again? Their free training on Google Coursera, free training on Harvard Business School. You can increase your income through that way, okay? Increase your income. Negotiate with your employer. Put a resume out there and increase your income. Because this income is except you want a jackpot, or you want a jackpot, or you want a jackpot, or you got a family inheritance. It starts with your income. Now, this is important. Bob DeWill, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Income is very important. The second thing now is that a lot of time people put it on something called DLL, depreciating lifestyle liability. Put DLL in the comment. They put it in depreciating lifestyle liability, and they use, this is your bills and your lifestyle. Bills and lifestyle. Bills is fixed. There's nothing, most of the time, there's not much you can do with it, right? There's the least, there's the limit to what you can reduce it to, because you still have to have housing, you have to have transportation, you have to have feeding, right? But lifestyle, you can reduce it. Lifestyle, you can reduce it and delay the gratification, right? Because here, if all that you're doing with your income and your is just pay bills and use it towards lifestyle, you will not build well. Rico, thank you so much for sharing out the life. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Let's remember to get our daily admin. Thank you so much. And let's keep tapping out the life, right? Bills and what's it called? Bills and lifestyle. You can reduce the lifestyle. Thank you for getting your daily admin. Thank you for filling up the gift gallery. Graceful. Thank you so much for doing that. Really, really appreciate that, right? So if you are using your income to just fund this bucket only, because which is what they taught us to do, by the way. That's what they taught us to do. That's why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. That's why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. So what should you do differently? How do you get this seed? How do you get this seed? Because if you are doing this, you will not get this seed, right? You do put something called asset. You put some of this money away, 50%, 60%, 30%, any percentage of this money, and you put it towards what is called your wealth seed, right? These seeds that we have here, okay? That is that, right? And of course, this seed is going to start generating other income. The seed here, this is where your money works for you. Your money is working for you right here. So make sure you increase your income. The higher that income, and you making sure that you do not allow depreciating lifestyle liability to take over, meaning aka lifestyle creep, right? You would realize that you're going to build wealth naturally, okay? Income, right? Income, skill set. Income is going to go into the seed in the ground. And whenever we talk about wealth, we're talking about 5 types of wealth, which is money wealth. Money is just one type of wealth. There's health wealth. Your health is wealth, right? Number 3 is your time wealth. Living life at your own term, freedom to, which is the financial freedom we're talking about. You don't have time wealth if you do not have, if you are trading your time for money. Land latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are just trading your time for money, right? You're getting 500,000, but you don't have 5 hours in your name, okay? That is not financial freedom. You do not have time wealth. You only have money wealth, right? You only have money wealth. Let's remember to get our daily admin. You only have money wealth. For you to be financially free, you have time wealth, okay? If you are being, and also to respect you, time wealth. Time is limited, so if you're sitting there for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. It's okay if this is not for you. It's okay for you to scroll, because otherwise we also appreciate and respect your time. Click on the follow button. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes, right? Wait 2 minutes, by the way. Wait 2 minutes. If it looks like what you are looking for, click on that follow button. Otherwise, it's also okay to scroll. That's exactly what I do, right? I walk the talk. I walk the walk, and I also walk the talk. Everything is what I do. Banner Barry, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So let's click on that follow button if you have not done that. Sitting 2 minutes. Thank you for tapping out the live. Get your daily at me as well. So income. Now we already understand how to get to get this income as a seed. When you have it as a seed, it's going to go what? It's going to grow and germinate. It's going to grow and start growing, right? That's what it's going to do. It's going to die and it's going to start germinating. What is it going to germinate? This is when your money start working for you. It start germinating something called rental income. This means real estate, right? It's going to germinate dividends income, right? This is like dividend ETF or dividend stocks. It's going to germinate business income. All right. That's your laundromat. What's it called again? A food store or whatever, right? It would also give you some growth as well and appreciation. Now, all of these things, remember, they are also income. This is where a lot of people make mistake. They always think that income is only from a skill, right? But that they only think that income is only from a skill. However, income is from different. Whenever you want to build wealth, you want to get to that millionaire status, right? You need to do something called investing. If this seed just remains in a bank, if this seed, right, just remains in a bank, you're not going to build well. Why? There's something called the rule of 72. There's something called the rule of 72. And that is the reason why I always say, don't put your money in the bank. If you put your money in the bank, meaning, aka stop saving. AKA stop saving. If you put your money in the bank, you would realize that you're not building wealth. Why? And we also need to bank the power on this. We also need to invest the charger on this phone, otherwise it's going to go off and we're going to start all over again. Let's keep, if you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. As a matter of fact, if somebody's chatting you up, that's not Dr. Lina, because we have the scammers also here, right here. So make sure we don't have Telegram group, we don't have WhatsApp group. Please take notes, be careful out there. Click on the follow button. This is the only Dr. Lina. I don't have a backup account. This is the only Dr. Lina's account. So make sure you click on the follow button right now. And if they come into your inbox, you know what to do. Block them and report and block. So you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. It looks like what you're looking for. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me for all of the OGs in the house. Awesome. So what are we the rule of 72 tells you how quickly your money is going to double, and we will use it to introduce investing. We will introduce investing because you need to understand why, and I'll make it very quick. Rule of 72 tells you how quickly your money is going to double. How quickly? So you want your money to double on that number of years is going to take your money to double. And I can't just get a perfect angle today. All right. It's going to tell you how quickly your money is going to double. Okay. What does this mean? Rule of 72. How long is it going to take your money to double? So let's say you have 10K and you want it to become 20K, right? How long is that going to be? All right. That's the question. Now, if you put it in a savings account and you put it in an high yield savings account, or you put it in a CD, or you put it in treasury bill, right? Or you put it in investing. These are three different scenarios. Where you put your money, like that seed money, if you put it in a solid ground. Emma, latest millionaire in town. Great one, latest millionaire in town. So remember, first of all, how you handle your money really matters. How you handle your money really matters. It means that, first of all, you need to save something, because if you don't have anything, not saving in the bank, it means that put money aside, right? If you put, amen, yes, but we also execute, okay? Amen. That's why we always introduce everyone. Once you click on that follow button, there's power of life and death in the tongue, right? You would see it's come to be millionaire. Welcome in, because this is the $1 million league. So click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Thank you so much for the roses, but we also execute. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about building long-term investing, building wealth the right way. Emma, latest millionaire in town, giving all the roses. The latest millionaire showing off and giving us all of those roses. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the way you put your money easily matters. Wealth, income here, expense here. So you fix that one, you add that gap. Now you have this money. Judith Rich, I love that. Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in, man. All right, so we have the income here, expense here. Now this is your wealth too. You see this gap? That is your wealth too. If you are a doctor, you are making 500,000 and your expense is here. I'm sorry, but not sorry. You're not wealthy. You're poor. But your income is 80,000 and you are living on a 50,000. You have 30,000 to invest. You are doing okay somehow. But what will even be better is that income, you increase it from 80,000. If you can get to 158, 200,000, and then you still keep your expenses to maybe like 70,000 or 80,000, and you're having 120,000 and you are investing it. You're not putting it in the bank, you're investing it, okay? We are investing it. Then you are doing amazing and you're on your way to financial freedom and you are a millionaire right there. Exactly. That's how it's being done. Okay. I hope we understand the drift right now. Saves, puts money aside. Okay. And of course, invest. Okay. So savings. If you put your based on the rule of 72, we want to know how quickly to double this from 10,000 to 20,000. Because next time, if I'm telling you invest, you will know the reason why. Because of course, there's also risk in the stock market. Yes, I lost $99,000, but what I'm going to be teaching you is going to help you to invest smartly and also to invest what? Smartly. And the second word is educatedly. So smartly, and you're smart about it, and you also you are calculative about it. You're very clear on how you are investing, and you're not putting your money on SpaceX. All right. So savings, right? Rule of 72. How quickly it takes your money to double. Take number 72. And what is the interest? With Chase, I get about 0.01%. But let's even say that. Let's give it to them that they are giving us mini savings in the bank. In the bank, Chase, Wells Fargo, but you are not even in Chase or whatever, in your own country, whatever interest you're getting, all those big bureaucratic bank, maybe you get 1%. What that means is that 10,000 to become 20,000 is going to take 72. 72 divided by 1, right? Divided by 1 is going to take 72 years. And you're wondering, where did the 72 come from? 72, go Google what is the rule of 72. So every single time you put your money in the bank and the bank is giving you 1% return, what you're saying is that bank, it's okay, I'm putting this money at the age of 20, and at the age of 92, it's okay for this my 10,000 to become 20,000. That is what you just signed up for. All right? That is what is you just signed up for. If that is good for you, put yes in the comment. If it's not good for you, put no. Right? Put L no. If it's good for you, put yes. 72 years to double your money from 10,000 to 20,000. And then if you adjust it to inflation, inflation is at rate at which currency it reduces in value. Then it's going to take you about 100 years, right? So you mean that your money is not going to double? L no. K says L no. Okay? Hell no. Right? But really, that's what you signed up for. Middle class professionals, this is exactly what we do. We put our money in the savings account, 1% return, and we don't care. We do not care. But guess what? You need to start caring about it. You need to start caring about where you put your money. Guys, let's reset again. This is a two-way discussion. So you will need to engage. You need to comment some way, okay? Because we want to make sure that you are not BOT, you're not robot, you are humans, okay? And also, it is a way we are buttressing knowledge. Here we are about to empower, and it's about educating. We are not here to entertain, okay? It's educating and empowering, all right? So please engage and comment. When I ask question, engage and comment, okay? And let's tap out the live. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you. Otherwise, it's okay to scroll. Very soon, the mods are going to come in and they would start blocking anyone that doesn't respond, or you don't click follow button. You are mimicking BOT, you are mimicking the scammers. They will start blocking those people, because we want to protect people that are here. You'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Also, drop where you're connecting for, or just drop one, just comment, because they don't want to, if your behaviors are looking like that of BOTs and the scammers, right? They are going to start blocking those people, okay? They're going to start blocking those people. So please click on that follow button. If you find this valuable, tap out the live, get your daily at me. Get your daily at me. Let's tap out the live. We have some high net worth individuals. This is a $1 million league. Like I said, some people are already millionaires, and some people are already somebody just crossed 500,000. And if you talk about that, this community, they are going after us because, oh man, and we are blocking, especially those with the user. If there's no follow button, we are blocking all of that, because protection layer comes first before any other thing. Quality over quantity. That's very key for this community. quality over quantity. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button, drop one in the comment section. Great. Over. So let's drop where you're connecting from. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll as well. This is not for everybody. It's not about anything. It's not about pride. It's about the kind of quality of people that we have here. It's about protection, because we don't want people chatting you up. We don't want all those scammers chatting you up. They're here, guys. So please click on that follow button. Put a comment if you have not. Get your daily admin, Captain, latest millionaire in town. So if you've not clicked on the follow button you haven't commented, even if you don't want to click on the follow button, comment, drop one in the comment. Otherwise, very soon they will start blocking anybody that mimics the behavior of scammers and behaviors of a BOT. We are doing quality over quantity. Get your daily admin if you have not done that. Share out the live, tap out the live, do something. But if you just sit here not doing anything, we don't want death weight here. We want people that are really serious about building wealth, millionaire status, gaining financial freedom, ending paycheck to paycheck cycle. That is what we are here for. All right. And we're talking about the rule of 72. Welcome to the $1 Million League, guys. Yeah. Millionaires we're serious-minded people, okay? Awesome. This is not about entertainment. This is about education and empowerment. Okay. So 72, rule of 72 is what we started talking about. If you put your money in the bank at 1%, you get 72 years is what it's going to take you to double. Now, IU savings account. If you do not know IU savings account, drop it in the comment. I do not know IU savings account. Drop it in the comment. IU savings account. Drop it in the comment. I do not know what IU savings account. Drop it in the comment. HYSA. If you don't know it, put it in the comment. If you know it, you don't need to say anything. But if you do not know it, it's going to give you about 3 to 5% return. Some people also get about $400, $300, right? We get that here. And this chat is super interesting. I don't know what is going on, right? I really do not know what is going on. The chat is not chatting. Yeah, for everyone tapping out the live, let's tap out the live. I'm not sure what is. Are we all tired tonight? DJ, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Outside of 401k and Roth IRA, what do you recommend to do to high interest? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. High interest. That's IU savings account. IU savings account. Right? That is IU savings account. All right. Does that answer your question? It's 3 to 5% monthly, annual. So that's why I was asking. But whatever you get from your savings account today is about 0.01%. Whatever you get from here is about 0.01%. IU savings give you about 3 to 5%. 3 to 5% annually. Right? IU savings account give you that. But I mean, since everybody seems to know what IU savings account is, we'll just go straight into the rule of 72. If you don't know it, drop it in the comment section. You don't know IU savings account, drop it in the comment section. All right. So, but let's go to the rule of 72, because as everyone seems to know what IU savings account is. That is great. That is amazing, by the way. So, IU savings account will give you typically between 3 to 5%. So, if let's even say that it gives us 3 to 5%, 72 divided by 5. 72 divided by 5, what is that? 72 divided by 5. Somebody put the answer in the comment, guys. Let us move fast tonight. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. We still have we're going to be talking about Investing 101. We're talking about the mistakes people make. And if you're new here, this is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, people aspiring to become millionaires and those that are already millionaires. That is this community. We expect you to tap out the live, right? We ask that you tap out the live. We ask that you share out the live. We ask that you click on the follow button. Wait 2 minutes, click on that follow button if it looks like what you're looking for, which is ETF, real estate, businesses, financial freedom, of course, becoming a millionaire, investing, stop saving, start investing. If it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the $1 Million League. Welcoming everyone. The other thing is that we expect you to tap out the live, share out the live, get your daily at me, and also get your pen and paper ready, because this is definitely life changer. Our 31 days is about to end in terms of the financial freedom drive. 31 days of teaching you how to free. How to invest, how to stop saving. Those are things that we teach here. And if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and not of and technology and not of medicine. And I help professionals turn their income into real wealth. My day job is vice president of technology, also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm an economist and a chartered accountant, and I help you. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, and I'm teaching you exactly what got me into this millionaire status. And of course, that has given me financial freedom because I was saving, and until I started investing, right? And that is when I started building wealth. Okay, so how am I able to build wealth just by investing? It's what we're talking about right now. Olga, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you'll be sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's share out the live. Let's get our daily admin if you've not done that. So 75 divided by 5, it means 14.4. Thank you everyone that answered that question. 14.4 years. So it means that you will double your money. If you put it in an IU savings account, you're going to double your money in 14 years and 4 months. Right here is 72 years. If you put it in a traditional savings account, giving you 1%. And I bet it you're not getting 1%. I bet it. 72 years. You want to double 10,000 to 20,000, 10,000 to 20,000. You put it in the bank, it's going to take about 72 years. If you put it in an high yield savings account, or you put it in a CD, you put it in a treasury bill in the United States, it's going to give you about 3 to 5%, right? It's going to give you about that. That is 14.4%, right? 14.4%, 14.4 years. Right? If 14.4 years is good for you to double your money, put it yes in the comment. Or if it's not, put no in the comment. 14.4 years, so 14 years and 4 months. If it's a good time for you to turn 10,000 to 20,000, put yes in the comment. Otherwise, put no. If it's not a good time, if it's too long, put too long or just too long. Okay, perfect. No, okay, perfect. Who else again? Let us learn to engage. Let's learn to no. Okay. Perfect. I'm still waiting for somebody that says it's okay. Baba, latest millionaire in town. Welcome. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people. Chidera, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. Welcome in. Let's remember to get our daily admin. Tap out the live, share out the live. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. What is the IEU savings account? How to go about it? As I asked the question earlier, I said if you do not know what IEU savings account is, put it in the comments, and nobody responded. So you go on Google and check what is IEU savings account. Okay, we'll put IEU savings account. So the third one is investing. Right? The third is investing. This is why I always want us to engage. So if you don't know something, just put it in at that point in time. So go on Google. Let Google be our friend. But if there's still more people that don't know what high yield savings account is, and you don't know how to go about it, put it in the comment. You're wearing here. Okay. Is there any other person? Right? Because we have a lot to cover. So we only touch on things that people don't know. Is there any other one here, any other person here that doesn't know what high yield savings account is? Put HYSA. Put HYSA in the comment so that I can show you. You don't know what high yield savings account is? Put HYSA or just say I don't know. All right. Okay. Any other person? Let's keep tapping out the live. We're doing amazing. Let's also prioritize sharing out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's share. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's share. Any other person, you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Okay, high yield savings account is just your regular traditional account. However, it gives you a better interest rate. So for instance, in the United States, I am in the Texas in United States, right? And this is not limited to the United States. In the United States, we have it at about 3 to 5%. Why? Because it mimics the inflation. Inflation rate in the United States is about 4 it's at 4.2%. That is inflation in United States, right? In some other country, it's double digits. So they will be seeing this interest at about 10%, 15%, 14%. But how do you go about it? You just go on Google and check best high yield savings account. Remember, here in this community, we have 66 countries represented, 66 countries represented in 14 days. So if you're new here, drop where you're connecting from. If you care to share, drop where you're connecting from. Maybe you're still on the hunt for country number 67. Maybe we'll get to country number 70 today in 14 days. 66 countries in 14 days. Latest being 80. 80, is it 80? Right. That's the country number 66. Awesome. So HYSA. So all you have to do, get your daily admin, guys. Let's get our daily admin. Let's remember, if you have not gotten your daily admin, let's get our daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Let's get our daily admin. If you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Thank you all for getting your daily admins. Let's prioritize getting daily admin. Let's prioritize shares as well and repost. Thank you so much. Let's go get to do that. It costs you 1 penny, but of course you are going to be able to so like Voice of the World just got 30 points for just getting that daily admin. 30 points, 1 penny, 30 points on TikTok. That's what you get. It also shows you as a quality engager. You see the MDL in front of your name. That is it. That is daily admin. You will find it right here. Cost you 1 penny. So let's keep tapping out the live. You have been here 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. HYSA, it gives you a higher interest. But the thing about it is just your regular bank account, but with a higher interest. Just go on Google right now and check best high yield savings account or high interest savings account. High interest savings account, and you would see, and put your country, put the month, and put the country behind it. Google or ChatGPT, you would see the record that is going to come right there. So for instance, in the United States, for those that ask the question, are you in the United States? If you're in the United States, you might even be able to get some free money as well. So best high yield savings account in July 2026 in the United States. So that's what I typed in, and this is it. So you would see 3%. You're in Houston. Oh, I'm in the suburb of Houston as well. So you have each rate 4.5, $400 bonus, right? You see the review, $400, but you need to look at the review. There's the 4.5 rating. It's IU savings account. There's the CIT bank. There's SoFi that's giving you about 4% as well. And this is not about the United States only. So all you have to put in is put your own country. Put your best IU savings account, July 2026, and put your country. If somebody can type that, that would be great, so that we can pin it, right? So you want free $400, free $200. People get that here. $300, right? That you can, it's there. You right? They speak bank, 4%, right? And of course, you are also, they might say that, okay, do a direct deposit, and you'll be able to get that is IU savings account, right? Right? So let's see. Does that answer the people that ask questions about IU savings account? Any questions? Any questions? So typically it will give you about 3 to 5%, but most of the time in your country, you would have your what's it called? You would typically get your, it's going to mimic the inflation in your country, okay? It's going to mimic it. So for here, let's assume that you get 5%. 72, the rule of 72. Okay, you're most welcome. The rule of 72, which tells you how quickly you can double this 10,000 to 20,000, right? Stephanie Nash, welcome in. Sita, welcome in. Thank you all. Web, thank you so much for tapping out that live. Everyone tapping out the live. Really appreciate that. If you've been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Sitting 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. So 72 divided by 5, 14.4 years. This is 72 years if you leave it in your regular bank. This is 14.4 years, right? Now, let's now go into investing, okay? Let us now go into investing. Let's go into investing. Gaius, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. on the red carpet of the $1 Million League. This is the $1 Million League, and Gaius is the latest millionaires. Welcome in. Now, see, let's now take this one on the other hand. Investing. Remember, we're talking about investing. Why should you invest? Now, there's why should you invest? We talk about where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? Because you're wondering, you're welcome. Right, you are royalty. Whenever when you click that follow button, you are royalty. I mean, there's so many people still sitting on the window, right? For millionaires, you come straight on the red carpet. We'll welcome you in. If you are still sitting on the window, you've not clicked on through. You're just peeping and listening, patching. Come through the red carpet. Let's welcome you into the League of Millionaires because you're royalty. Millionaires roll in a different way. So one of the things that you would see is, how does the millionaires, where do they put their money? Because this is what we follow. Miss Royal, see, I just told you, Miss Royal, latest millionaire in town on the latest royalty millionaire in town. Welcome to the $1 Million League. Welcome in, latest millionaire in town, Miss Royal. She said she's royalty, right? And she cannot be sitting on the window. So click on that follow button. If you are still seated there, let's welcome you into the League of Millionaires. Those aspiring to become a millionaire in dollars, and those are already millionaires. So talking about millionaires, this is what we follow. This is our, this is our wealth blueprint, right? Wealth blueprint. And what do you see here? Right? What do you see here? Dr. Sheon, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. He said, I am a doctor. I cannot be sitting on the window. Let me come in. Let me come in. Welcome in on the red carpet. And of course, that is also prophesying in your life, right? Because there's power of life and death in the tongue, whereby we're telling you, we welcome you and you're going to get there, right? Because we are also executing, because of course you are already working towards it, following all the steps. Right? You're already doing that. Thank you so much. Amen. Amen. But it's not even about that. I mean, amen, that's one. But the other part of it is that we execute. Google who Warren Buffett is, and you would understand how we invest here. Thank you so much for the roses. Thank you so much. Remember to get your daily admin, guys. So the multi-millionaire, everything we do here is about becoming a millionaire. Everything, right? You see, where do the multi-millionaire put their money? And you understand where the ETF real estate is coming from. Real estate ETF, where is it coming from? Where is businesses coming from? Why are you not seeing cryptocurrency? Why am I not seeing MLM, all of those things that they do? All those kind of things. Why are we not talking about it? Or why are we not talking about UIL? Right? That's the reason why we're not talking about it, because we follow a particular blueprint, which is where do the multi-millionaires, not millionaire, where does the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? Because if you understand where they put their money, you would get the same result. Our God is good. Thank you so much for getting that, for that roses. And Tope, the latest millionaire in town on the red carpet of $1 Million League. Welcome in. Welcome into the League of Millionaires. Right? So, and this is it. Right? This is exact blueprints that we follow. And that's why we know that we're going to get there. And how long is it going to be? Are we going to get there in 10 years? But it starts with your income, okay? Income, then we invest. This is not get rich quick scheme. 10 years or less. And I know some people, their mind cannot, they're like, what is she saying? It's a lie. It's impossible. It's your mindset. Somebody just literally cost $500,000. We have a lot of millionaires within here. All right. That's why we do protection first. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get it to 40,000 taps. And of course, let's share out the live. Get your daily admin if you haven't done that. Whatever that name is. Millionaires, you need to fix that name, because your name really reflects who you are. Okay. But latest millionaire in town. PG, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Whatever that name is. Whatever that name is. Yeah, and that name, yeah. You look very suspicious, by the way. Right? And yeah. You don't look like one of us. You don't look like one of us, okay? You don't look like one of us. So, I mean, guys, because you have to be careful right here. We are very protective of our community. We have high net worth individual here, so we are protective of our community. So if you haven't clicked on the follow button, click on the follow button. comment here or something, because very soon the mods are going to go in there, and if your behavior looks like that of a bot, or it looks like that of a scammer, we're going to block you. Okay, we're going to block you. So drop either, just say one, or drop where you're connecting from, put it in the comment, click on the follow button, get your daily at me, anything. Just do something that shows that you are not a bot and you are human. All right, just do something, because if your character or your behavior mimics that of South Carolina, but your name also looks user, yeah. You also look, yeah. So we are going to, things like that. We have quality over quantity. Quick, thank you so much, MDI. How are you doing? Quickly, that's how it's been done. So click on that follow button. Yeah, if you look suspicious, we are going to be blocking all of those kind of people suspicious. Samuel, welcome in. Mike Praise, latest millionaire in. You're connecting from UAE. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Awesome. Because we want to make sure that our community is protected. Because we talk a lot of money. Millionaires, they are very few. So we are being targeted. People come into your boxes. If somebody follows you right now, that's not Dr. Lina. In short, as a matter of fact, stop following. So if somebody, we don't talk cryptocurrency because you don't see it here. So if somebody tells you, oh, join the WhatsApp group, that's not Dr. Lina. We don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have Telegram group. So if somebody chats you, please know it's not Dr. Lina. Click on the follow button now so you know you have the right Dr. Lina. Click on that follow button right now so we know we have the right Dr. Lina. Awesome, awesome. And then we also welcome you. Drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a comment, because the mods are going to start on the Nana Kofi, latest millionaire in town. And also click on the follow button. We are so serious here. This is not for everybody. This is about quality over quantity. What's the name of that phone? This is not a phone, Milton. This is an iPad. This is not a phone, okay? Are you a medical doctor? No. PhD, my praise, okay? Welcome in, welcome in. Let's click on the follow button. So if you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. Okay, my day job is vice president technology. I'm also a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm an economist. I'm a chartered accountant, and I've been investing for close to 2 decades, and I've been teaching, and I'm helping as many people gain financial education that was missing in school so that they can gain financial freedom. Because even with a professor and VP salary, I still did not gain financial freedom until I started investing. What did I invest in? Where the multimillionaire invest. Where the multi-millionaire invest, that's where I started putting my money. And that is when I got to this status and gained financial freedom. So if it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. And this is the $1 Million League. So good to have each and every one of us here. Okay, all right, awesome. So I'm in the United States, okay? Michelle, latest millionaire in town. And where I'm in Texas, in United States, and also, guess whatever, whatever you, I don't know what you mean by that. Just guess, or just explain whatever you say. Okay, multimillionaires keep their money predominantly in investments, right? Investment and non-cash asset, okay? That's where they put their money, rather than traditional savings account. Remember, traditional savings account, it's going to take you 72 years to double your money. 72 years. Let's keep tapping out the live. The chat is not chatting at this point. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's repost. Let's do that. Can we press my forehead on the screen? Let's tap out the live. Let's repost. Let us tap out the live. Let's repost. Thank you all for doing that. Get your daily at me. The chat is just pretty quiet, right? The chat is pretty quiet. I know we are all locked in, okay? We are all locked in, right? So the multimillionaire, and you can check it yourself, where do the multimillionaires put their money? And when we say multimillionaires, in dollars, in pounds, in euros, not in another currency. Zobi, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Awesome. So rather than traditional savings, right? They do not put their money in savings account. So it's dead on arrival if what you do is put your money in savings account. 72 years is what it's going to take you to double your money. How do I know? How do I know? The rule of 72. How quickly you're going to double your money. The rule of 72. How long, how many years it's going to take you to double your money. That is it. Just, you can Google it. You would see what rule of 72 means. And that's the reason why the multimillionaire don't put their money in there. They put their money, typically diversify. Remember, emphasis on diversify. Diversification is very key in wealth across stocks, municipal bond, and real estate. So you see, in stocks, in real estate, right? But diversification is key for them. So anybody that is asking ETF or real estate, diversification is your answer. So it's about you asking which one should I start from versus, oh, should I put my money here? Should I put my money there, right? It's about where should I start from? And we have a video on YouTube that explains this. So if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, go there, subscribe. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. We have almost 100 videos that are there that will help you, okay? It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Same name, same picture. You can't miss it. On IG as well. Same name, same picture. You cannot miss it. All right? So, real estate utilize private banking services to manage extreme liquidity. So their emergency fund, they put it in an IU savings account for liquidity. So the only money you put in an IU savings account, it is your emergency. What's your emergency fund? 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It is called your basic living expenses. Divine TV Plus, latest millionaire in town. Yeah. So that is emergency fund, 3 to 6 months living expenses. That's what you put in there. So if your living expenses, your housing, transportation, feeding, and utilities, if it's about, let's say it's $1,000, let's say it's $2,000, multiply it by 3, you put it in an IU savings account. It has to generate something, but it needs to be protected such that when there's a job loss, there's a family emergency, there's health issues, there's major car repairs, you don't go into debt. So that is the reason why the multi-millionaires also put their money in here. Now, the third part of so the other thing is that they put their money in public and private equities. They put it in real estate, right? They diversify. So instead of putting their money in one basket, inside one stock, they diversify. They put it in a basket of stock. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's welcome you. And that leads us to the other part of rule of 72. We want to know 10,000 to 20,000. We've seen it in savings account. We've seen it in IU savings account, in CD, in treasury bill, right? We've seen how many years? 14.4 years, right? 14 years and 4 months, right? That's what it takes. Now, let's now see in investing. Rata Hutu, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. So if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Welcome to the $1 Million League. This is the link of millionaires. Yeah, thank you so much. That's how it's been done. Get your daily at me. Tap out the live. You can give your gallery. Go popular to help this live. Let's share out the live. Tap out the live. So 10K to 20,000. 10K tip latest millionaire in town as well. So investing. How do we invest? Remember, they talked about register for what? What are we registering, Mike? What are we registering for? Okay, what are we registering for? I'm confused. What are we registering for? I hope the scammers have not been chatting you up. I hope they've not been chatting you up, okay? Because I'm not sure. We're just teaching here. Oh, mentorship program. You'll find the link in the bio. Go there. You would find the link in the bio. If you step out here, you'll find the link in the bio. You will see the pricing and everything right there, right? That is the only legitimate way. You find the link in the bio and the payment is going through the secured payments gateway. All right. Yeah, so that's it. I'm glad it's not one of those scammers chatting you up. Okay, if you have been sitting here, click on that follow button. Let's get you started. Let's get you welcome in. Okay. Awesome. And I'll show you mentorship at the end of the day, at the end of the class. Stick around. I'll show you the link. Well, if you are struggling, yeah, I'll show you where to find the seeker, latest millionaire in town. So investing, how do we invest? So I'll use the ETF as a description. If you heard about S&P 500, put it in the comments. S&P 500, you've heard about ETF, if you heard about ETF, put it in the comment, put ETF in the comment, put whatever you've heard, ETF or S&P 500, right? Put it in the comment, right? I want you to use it to explain this investing, right? Put it in the comment. Or if you don't know, put I don't know. If you know it, say ETF or put S&P 500 in the comment. I don't know what that is, put I don't know. There's no shame in this. Remember, it's a two-way thing. Okay, you know what ETF is. That's great. If you do not know, put I don't know. Right? Coach Miguel, welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. Okay. Our God is good. Right? Awesome. You don't know, web doesn't know. Okay. Awesome. 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 ETF, awesome. Steve-O, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. I do not know. Okay, S doesn't know too. I do not know. Put it in the comment. There's no shame. Put it in the comment. That's why you're here. I'm super proud of you. What is the best platform to choose and invest in ETF? That's what we are talking about. First of all, we need to understand what ETF is. We don't leave any soldiers behind. Okay. Don't leave any soldiers behind. And whatever, just to tips, what you basically can do is, it depends on your country. Okay, it depends on your country. Look at the review, and Google is your friend if you cannot wait, but I can give you some after. I don't know anything. All right, so let's go in. For those that are new here, right, click on that follow button. You're new, right? Click on the follow button. The United States, Fidelity is an option for you. All right, Vanguard is also there for you. Okay, so there are quite a number of them, but instead of giving you fish, I will teach you how to fish so you can find the information about for yourself. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, Canada, well, simple, but I can teach you how you can find that information yourself. I'm new. I hope I'm not too late. No, you're not. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. Everyone that is new, click on the follow button if you have not done that. So investing, now we're talking about investing, right? It's better. K is better. Thank you so much. It shows that you're following. It's better that I teach you to fish instead of giving you fish, right? Because you can get the entire pool instead of Dr. Lina saying, oh, one this, one that, right? I can give you one in every country, right? But how about you finding hundreds of them by yourself, right? That's what I teach here. So investing. So we talk about one of the popular type of ETF is called S&P 500. What is ETF basically, guys? And we're using it. We're going to straight into teaching of investing shortly. What is ETF? ETF is simply something. So in case somebody have been telling, oh, it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. ETF is, see, this is a basket. ETF is this. This is one stock. Let's assume this is SpaceX. I call SpaceX because some of us invested in SpaceX without know what we bought. You are never late. We just started. I mean, we've been here for some time. No. How are you, girl? This is exchange traded funds. Exactly. Exchange traded funds. That's what it is. Exchange traded funds. Right? So it can also be called index, right? It can also be called index fund, but it's not index fund. It's different. The difference between index fund and ETF is that one is traded like stock, so you can buy and trade it during the trading window, right? What's the trading window? Monday through Friday between 8 p.m. and 2 p.m. Central Time, CST time, CST 3 p.m. and of course 3 p.m. CST. Okay. Now you might be thinking it's the United States. That is because I'm in the United States. You can buy ETF from any country, and I'm going to be teaching you exactly. You can invest in the United States or you can invest in your own country. All right. Can we tap out the live? Let's share out the live. The chats. Can we repost? Can we prioritize resharing? We're at 52 shares because we're going into this, and what you would see very, very soon is Dr. Lina, repeat yourself. Dr. Lina, can you replay? Okay. Dr. Lina is not AI. I'm real. This is not like you can see, Chemist just came in, Sandbill just came in, Web is tapping out the live. So this is not pre-recorded. This is real life. This is blood. Huh? Chemist, welcome in. How are you doing? Click on the follow button if you have not done so. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. So can we all share out the live? Let's share out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's get our daily admin. If you can give the gallery, go pop, let's help this live. Let's prioritize that as we are going into this. Because once we get to investing, trust me, you will see these numbers will go up. When we start talking about ETF, the numbers are going to go up. And then Everybody that been waiting 2 hours, we would need to repay everything to them again because we don't leave any man behind. All right, so let us share. Let's get the shares to 50. Let's get it to 100 shares. How do we share? Thank you so much for the roses. Solomon, latest millionaire in town. Let's press my forehead on the screen. You don't know how to share. Press my forehead on the screen and share out. Press my forehead on the screen and share out. You don't know how to. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on the plus sign. Plus sign. You will click on that follow button. That's it. And that's how you do it. You have been sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Share out the live. Press my forehead. We're at 52 shares. You are really a professor. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly. That's who I am, right? That's my day job. Tilda. Tilda, latest millionaire in town. The Curlo, latest millionaire in town. Thank you so much. Acknowledging that I'm really a professor. Yes, I am. I am. Remember, that's why the teaching might be different. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Can we all get our daily at me, guys? Let's get our daily at me. We at five over, in short, 20 is the target for today, and we're at 5. Can we all get our daily at me? All the OGs into the house, please get your daily at me. And 3 of live, latest millionaire in town. We are resetting the live, guys. Let's power share. Let's repost. Press my forehead on the screen. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Let's repost. Let's get our daily pop. Get your daily at me. Repost. Let's repost. Repost costs you nothing. How do you repost? You find it here. Repost. Right, especially if you have a large community, repost is right here. Press my forehead on the screen, share. Once we get it to 100 shares, we continue. 100 shares and 40,000 taps, we continue. 100 shares, 40,000 taps, and let's all get it to 20 daily at me. 20 daily at me, 100 shares, right? And of course, 40,000 taps. 40,000 taps. Thank you so much for the repost. Thank you so much for the shares. Really appreciate everyone doing that. 40,000 taps. 100 shares, and let's fill up the gift card. Let's get it all, everyone. Let's get our daily at me. Daily at me gets, it gets you 1 penny. Go in here, get your daily at me, right? We can have 100 people here, and we simply have less than 5 people get their daily at me. Guys, we are learning things that pay thousands of dollars for free. The minimum, we call ourselves a millionaire. Show yourself as a millionaire, guys. It costs you 1 penny, 30 points. That's what you get. Let's share out the life. Let's get it to 40,000 taps. So 3 things we're doing right now. 3 things. If you'll be sitting, 4 things. If you'll be sitting there for 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Second thing is that let us tap out the live. Number 3 is share out the live. Press my forehead on the screen. Share out the live. Repost. Get your daily at me. Let's do that. Thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate that. We're going straight into investing. We're going into investing right now. Where is my, if only I can find my remote. Okay. So we're getting to 40,000 taps. We're also getting the shares, 200 shares. Press my forehead on the screen. Let's get our daily at me. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. But this is the only language the algorithm understands. If you don't do this, there's no way we go out there. This is the only language, and we're trying to reach as many people. Let us all get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me, right? This is about quality over quantity, right? We do it in our follow to follow. So if you're getting something that is changing your finances, please get your daily at me. Tap out the live. Let's share it out. Press my forehead on the screen. Share with people. If you cannot share, do repost. Do something. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Otherwise, it's also okay for you to scroll. This is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. Thank you, everyone. Tapping out the live. Once we get to 40,000 and we get to 100 shares, we'll get started with the investing piece. Investing piece is what we're going to be talking about now. How do we go about ETF, right? I do not want to start repeating myself again, which is what is going to happen shortly. Dr. Lina, what ETF should I buy? Dr. Lina, what is ETF? I'm not AI. Okay, we got to 40,000. Let's also do the shares. Thank you so much. Let's do the shares. Let's get our daily admin. We have over 100 people here. We should have at least 1,000 shares, but we are at 57 shares. Let's get it to 100 shares. Thank you all for doing that. Let's tap out the live. Really, really appreciate everyone doing that. But that's the only language the algorithm understands. Let's fill up the gift gallery. Go popular to help this life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are helping the community. You are also helping as many people when you share out the live. You are helping so many people get this information. Remember, our goal is to get people financially free, to reduce poverty, and also to reduce crime. Thank you so much for helping us achieve this goal in this July. We are only here this July. Babom, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So let's share out the live. Let's get our daily admin. Mami, thank you so much for following as well. Welcome in, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Thank you all for tapping out. Let's share. Let's repost. Let's get our daily admin. Share, repost, get your daily admin. Also, if you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. 1 more minute, guys. Can we all do that? 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Let us share. Let's prioritize share. Let's prioritize sharing and repost so that we can have more people. Let's get on the FYP. Get your daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Cost you 1 penny. Only 7 people has gotten their daily admin here. So please get your daily admin. It shows that you're a fan of this community. It helps this community as well. Go Popularity helps us as well. Thank you so much. We're talking about investing. We're starting ETF shortly. Okay. Thank you all for doing that. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you in. Okay. Otherwise, it's also okay for you to scroll. This is not for everyone. It's about quality over quantity. Thank you so much for doing that. Really appreciate everyone doing that. Thank you so much. DRE's latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Thank you so much for doing all of that. Clicking on the follow button. If you've been sitting 2 minutes, sharing out the live, yeah, it might feel annoying, but unfortunately, it's also very annoying when TikTok would not only do anything, all right, unless we do all of these things, okay? So thank you so much for doing your own part so that we can reach as many people. Thank you so much. Awesome. Let's go ahead now. And remember to get your daily admin. We still have only 7 people has gotten their daily admin. Let's get it to 20. 20 is our target. Really appreciate everyone doing that. All right. So where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? They put it in investing. So there's something called ETF, exchange traded funds. What is exchange traded funds? Exchange traded funds, it simply means, let's talk about SpaceX. SpaceX is the stock, Elon Musk stock that, IPO'd a few weeks ago. And of course, it made him a trillionaire, but now he's back to becoming a billionaire, right? Because the stock has actually fallen, right? Even below what the IPO price is, right? The IPO price, okay? It tells you something. Before you invest in anything, know what you are investing in, right? I saved a lot of people from that particular stock because I was talking about it that day, right? However, let's use this as an example. I know it's something that it dips for a lot of people because some people invested because of the hypes and lost money. If you lost money, sorry. Yeah, because I've lost money too. I lost 99,000 6 years ago. So welcome to the boat, okay? It might still go up, but brace up because it's still going to fall more. It might almost get to like $50 or $30, right? So brace up. I'm not saying you should sell. Put your 10-toe stop, and maybe when they start going to the moon, you start going to the sun and all of that, your money, you'll be able to recoup your money, okay? So, but right now, the initial investor are still going to sell, right? There's something in economics that says demand and supply, right? The price is going to go down further because the supply is going to open up in less than 180 days and the demand is going to remain the same, and of course the price is going to fall. All right, so yeah, you weather the storm. Okay, now let's assume that, but I just mentioned something. I talked about SpaceX, right? It means that with everything I've said, it means that I did not buy SpaceX, right? You agree? Dr. Lina did not buy SpaceX, right? But I also own SpaceX, right? I also own SpaceX. I did not buy it, but I own it. Who wants to know how? All right. And I did not work in SpaceX. Mommy, latest millionaire in town. One of the things I want you to learn in that SpaceX thing is because you need to know where you put your money. Don't just follow the crowd, right? Don't follow the crowd. How? You want to know exactly. And I'll use it to teach what ETF is. I'll use it to teach what ETF is. Meaning that this is SpaceX, right? The price is, you bought it at 135, is at, I mean, some people bought at 225, but right now the price is at almost $100. It's like almost $100. They've lost $125, right? So it means that they've lost money. So if they put 1,000, it's probably left with maybe, that is what I'm trying to do exactly, right? Maybe right now it's less than $500. Their money is like $1,000 is more like $600 or $500 right now, depending on where you bought it, what time of this, at what time did you buy it. Now, what ETF does for you, because it can also go up, by the way. It could have also gone up because it did go up, but it fell down. Of course, we already know it was going to deflate, right? Now, but instead of me and somebody asking the question, those that asked that question, thank you for asking. How come you have SpaceX but you did not buy SpaceX? Because I bought it as a basket, okay? So inside this basket, right? This is SpaceX. But instead of buying SpaceX as an individual, I bought it as a basket of stocks. So inside this basket, I also have Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, Palantir, Oracle. All the stock companies are also inside this basket. So which one? Now the question is, if I had $1,000 and I put all my $1,000 here, or I put my $1,000 here with SpaceX in here, which one am I going to lose money more? Which one? This is one. This is SpaceX only, and this is SpaceX with other companies. Which one is which? This is two. Which one? Where am I going to lose money more? This one only, or two? SpaceX with others. I'm waiting, guys. This is SpaceX only. In what scenario would I lose money? SpaceX only or SpaceX with every other thing? Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Apple. One, exactly. One. Who else? Who disagrees? Who thinks two? The only one. Who thinks two? Single SpaceX. Who else? Is there anybody that disagrees with every other thing? Exactly. Miss Nicole. Awesome. So it tells you one thing. What happened? What happened with SpaceX being here? Yeah, quality stocks. Okay, yeah. But there's even more. What happened? Why is this a better option than individual? Why? Why is this a better option than individual? Why is two better than one? Why do you think two is better than one? Anyone wants to? Because with individual, you only have one egg in one basket. That is beautiful. All right. Who else wants to try? There's a particular word I'm looking for. Remember, I'm a professor, so sorry. This is not your entertainer because it balances things out. That is beautiful. Who else? It seems that it's only two people in this live today. What's going on? All right. The reason why I asked this question, you will never forget. I can teach you and just go straight like that. Diversity, right? Diversification. All right. You actually look like a BOT. Please make sure you fix yourself. Otherwise, we're going to be blocking you soon. We are blocking you soon. Fix yourself. Otherwise, we are blocking you soon. Diversification. That's it. Diversification. We have a variety of stock. Exactly. And that helps you to do what? It helps you to manage your risk. It helps you to manage your risk.
Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, stop.
It helps you to manage your risk. That's what it does. It provides security. I love that. Okay. So that is it. So when it asks me, it helps for risk management. That's what ETF does. So this is ETF, guys. Summary. This is ETF, exchange trade fund. So it's a fund that is exchanged and is traded, basically. So you're in the United States. If there's you can invest. You are in Taiwan, you can invest. You are in Ghana, you can invest. Mauritius, you can invest. Right? You are in Bahamas, you're in Jamaica, you can invest. I've seen countries. Bahrain, right? Serbia, these are countries that are represented here, by the way, 66 country. Japan, you can invest from your country. You don't have to invest in this same basket. You can also invest in the basket in your own country. So ETF is just a basket of funds. Two things that you want to know with ETF is, right? What ETF is basically is what is inside the funds matters, and who manages the funds. That is why what differentiates one ETF to the other. Sierra Leone, welcome in from all the way from Sierra Leone. Salifu, you are on the YouTube side today, not on the TikTok side. So good to have you. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Yeah, thank you so much holding the fort on the YouTube side. Awesome. And by the way, we are also streaming on the YouTube, so make sure you can always stream from there as well from time to time. Make sure you click on the subscribe button when you go there. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Most of the time we're streaming on both platforms at the same time. So it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. There's also long form videos there. So when you asked the question earlier, Dr. Lina, how come you did not buy SpaceX, but you invested in SpaceX? That's because SpaceX is also part of the NASDAQ 100, top 100 technology companies, like a QQQQQM, right? It simply means that SpaceX is part of it now. It's the number 100 company that is there. Dr. CK, how are you doing? Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Captain Anthony, thank you so much for sharing out the live. If you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. Let's remember to get our daily at me. Let's remember to get our daily at me. If you have not done that, let's remember to get our daily at me. Tap out the live, share out the live. Sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. We're talking about investing, and particularly we're talking about ETF right now. Now, there's one of the popular ETF, okay? So SpaceX, I use that as an example, right? Because right now I'm not losing money because there's still Microsoft. Tech stocks has typically gone down right now because there's this scare around AI. So tech stock is going down right now. But of course, we know tech is future. We know, right? So it's just, it's going to, so far some people are panicking and already selling, right? It's just a paper loss. Always remember, okay? So it's, how did I buy? Because I have SpaceX is in there, but there's also Microsoft, there's also Google, there's also Oracle, right? There's also all of these big companies in there. So even if it goes down, SpaceX becomes $50 tomorrow, the impact is not so huge because I have NVIDIA, I have Palantir right there. So that is how you invest. So if you are wondering, how do you invest? For those people that said, I am too afraid to invest, I don't want to lose my money, this is a good way for you. I'm a beginner, right? I don't know which stock to pick. This is a good way. ETF is a good way for you to get started. It's easy, it is diversified, it helps you to manage your risk. That is one of the beautiful things about real estate. You're blessed. I'm happy to be around you. Indeed, from TikTok right there to YouTube, I'm only tight on what can do right now. That's okay, Salifu, whatever you can do. And how do you buy ETF? To answer Salifu's question, with $1 you can start investing in ETF. $1 you can buy stocks. $1 you can invest in the stock market, because there's something called fractional shares, guys. Fractional, gone are the days when VOO is at 689 right now, which is a type of ETF, right? VOO mimics the S&P 500 managed by Vanguard, right? And it's 689, but you can buy $1 worth of Vanguard of VOO. Now, adding SpaceX in NASDAQ is NASDAQ 100. Does it make it more than 100? No, it drops one. So it's the top 100, right? It drops one company automatically. So it drops the weakest link. So whenever we say top 100, top 500, top 1,000, Rashad, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Whenever we say top 100, top 1,000, that's what we mean. It means that they are checking at point in time. Always remember, point in time. Its return is average, okay? Point in time is point in time. Does that make sense? Point in time. It means that we're going to rate them based on their performance, their finances, all of those things. And based on that, the last man standing is going to be booted out. Like right now, we have 101 people right here. 101 people, okay? And 100, so it means that the top 100, you would see it, and you see it on the list as well. You would see yourself on the list as well. The last person that I'm seeing right here is Amo, okay? That is the number 99 person here. Doesn't mean we're still not seeing two people here, right? Those two people, it means that they are after Emo, okay? If you want to see yourself number 1 to 10, you write number 1 to 10. Make sure you get your daily admit, tap out the live, give the gallery, engage and all of that. You see yourself right up there. So TikTok also follows that kind of thing. Quality, the top 100, the top 500, it is quality. All right. Our God is good. Thank you so much for, VOO, VTI, right? It's your choice. Okay. So this is ETF, guys, basket of stock. Now, you might be wondering, maybe you are seeing somebody say VTO, VTI, or whatever, and you're thinking, is this is a US thing? This is not about the United States, guys. You can buy, you can invest. You want the one for the United States, you can buy the one from the United States from your country, right? You can buy the one for your own country. Remember, whenever we are talking about ETF, okay. Before we go into ETF, okay, let us quickly finish this rule of 72 so that I can now explain it, the full ETF. We start ETF today, okay? We're starting ETF today. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the 4 accounts and we'll go to retirement accounts that you should have, right? We're going to be talking about that tomorrow. But let us do investing. Now, there is something called a popular ETF, like somebody was just asking about VTI, VOO. That is VTI, VOO. VTI is the entire US stock market, the total US stock market, right? That's about 3,600 or 3,800 companies right there, right? That's it. VOO is the top 500 companies in the United States. You can do the top 500 companies in Mauritius. You can do the top 100 companies in United Kingdom, right? Or in Bulgaria, right? Do we have Bulgarians in the house? I've not seen that country. Do we have Bulgarian? I've not seen India, and I've not seen Bulgaria, and we have 66 countries. I've not seen Bulgaria, right? So if you're new here, drop the country where you're connecting from. We are on the on for country number 67, 68, 69, and 70. And this is already 14 days, 66 countries. Isn't that amazing? If you have been new, you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So we welcome you on the red carpet of $1 Million League. $1 Million League. This is a community of millionaires. Evie Rosette, latest millionaire in town. Cote d'Ivoire, yes, Cote d'Ivoire is already represented. I think it's number 30 something. Cote d'Ivoire is represented here. 66 country. Zambia is also represented. Welcoming. Make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done so. Latest country is 80. Serbia. We've seen Bahrain, we've seen Malaysia, we've seen Japan, we've seen Bahamas, we've seen Antigua. What else again? Yeah, so many countries, 66 countries in 14 days. Isn't that amazing? And of course, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, yeah, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, they are here. Yeah, they're here. Welcome in, everyone. Japan is here as well. What was the other country? Taiwan, Turkey is also here. Theo, latest millionaire in town. So drop your country. If you have not heard your country, drop your country right here. Zambia is here as well. Drop the country where you're connecting from. We are on for country number 67, 68, 69, 70. Right? 14 days. This is day 15 that we started tracking. Day 15. This is absolutely amazing. And you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So let's quickly go here. Right? So like I was saying, in your own country, you can take the entire US stock market, like Somebody from Kenya. Kenya is represented here. She said they have Nairobi Stock Exchange. Nairobi Stock Exchange. So you can buy the entire Nairobi Stock Exchange stock, right? Like a VTI is the US stock market. So Nairobi stock market, right? You can, but just make sure to see what it returns. Yeah, make sure you know what is returning, and if it's doing well, absolutely do that. That is a form of ETF, right? That is a form of ETF. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want everybody to respond. If you are not a BOT, if you are not a scammer, I need you to respond. So if I tell you S&P ETF, S&P 500, right? S&P, which is top 500 company in the United States. If I say S&P 500 ETF, what is in that ETF, right? If I tell you S&P, top 500 company in the United States, S&P 500, what is in the S&P 500 ETF? What is in that ETF? Drop it in the comment section. What is in that ETF? Remember, ETF is a basket. It's a function of what is inside of it. So when I say S&P 500 ETF, what is in the ETF? Drop it. Top 500 company. Tesla, okay? All right. I said... Keep dropping it. Wisdom reflection. Thank you so much. Top 500 company. Let's top 500 company. Right. There's something I'm looking for. Companies, of course. Companies is everything that is in the stock. Yes. Companies is everything that is in the stock, guys. Right. Top 500. Apply Amazon. Yes. But there's a word. All of those, Amazon, Tesla, and all of that. What is it called? I just called this S&P 500. So top S&P 500 ETF. What is in the ETF, guys? What is in the ETF? You would understand index, okay? Yeah. I want us to understand the reason why I'm asking this question. You would understand when I say S&P 500 ETF. What is in the ETF? Everything is stocks, right? Top S&P, the S&P 500 ETF. What is in the ETF, guys? Put it in the comment. At least attempt, okay? Attempt, even if you don't know it, just attempt. There's no right or wrong answer. How about that? There's no right or wrong answer. Let's keep tapping out the live. We're going to let's get it to 60,000 taps. And I'm still waiting. When I say S&P 500 ETF, what is in the ETF? Drop it in the comment. We have 91 people here. 91 people. If you are not a BOT, drop it in the comment, right? I want to make sure that everybody understands stocks, okay? Yeah, it's stocks. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, keep going. All right. Okay, I want to bonds. All right, so I have another question. So when I say real estate ETF, like a REIT, real estate ETF, what is in the ETF? Real estate investment trust ETF, what is in the ETF? Real estate investment trust ETF or real estate ETF. What is in the ETF, guys? Land, okay? Don't overthink it. Just real estate ETF. I know it's companies. So let me explain. Okay, thank you so much. Now that is correct. Real estate. So commercial properties. Yeah, now you're going all the way. So it simply means whenever I say real estate ETF, it means that it is real estate companies that are within the ETF basket. Remember, ETF basket. This is a basket of ETF. That's why I want everybody to comment, right? Because I would assume that you know this thing based on the explanation because I've done this over and over again. But based on what everybody just responded, only a few people understand this thing. Only a few people. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get it to 60,000 taps. Let's share as well. Only a few people understand this. So when I say real estate ETF, it simply means that real estate companies, that's all that is inside here. When I said S&P 500, it means S&P 500 companies, top 500 companies in the United States that is in there. All right? So let us do it again. Oil and gas, energy ETF. What is inside the basket of the ETF? Energy, now you get it. Basket of top ETF. So energy ETF. What is inside the ETF, guys? What is in the ETF basket? Energy ETF. What is in the basket of energy, the basket. Energy ETF, what is in the basket? Energy ETF, what is in the basket? Type it in the comment. Based on what I just explained, energy ETF, what is in the basket? It doesn't have to be, I did not say top energy company. I did not say top 500 energy. I said energy ETF. Energy ETF, what is in the basket? Energy stocks. Exactly. Thank you so much. Energy stocks. Companies that deal with energy. Now you guys are understanding it. That's it. Energy ETF, energy companies are the ones in it. Thank you so much. Basket. Now we get it. What else again? Beauty supplies. Beauty supplies ETF. What is inside the ETF? Beauty supplies ETF. What is in the ETF? Beauty supplies ETF. What is it? Beauty. Oh my God, beautiful companies. Uche, you just cry. Beauty supply. Thank you so much, Web. Beauty supplies is what you find in there. Now we understand what ETF is. So it's about what is, now you understand the reason why Dr. Lina, why I'm not going quickly. Now you understand it. Beauty supply is what is in there. Now I want to throw you off again. Top 500 technology, top 1,000 companies. Top 1,000 companies in Ghana, right? Top 1,000 companies in Ghana, ETF. What is inside that basket? Top 1,000 companies in Ghana. What companies are inside there? Top 1,000 companies in Ghana. What companies do we have inside there in that basket of ETF? Top 1,000 companies in Ghana. Exactly. Now you understand. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a sector. It could be top 500. It could be the entire market. And like I said, Ghana, right? I said Ghana. So it tells you it's not just the United States only, or in Taiwan, right? Top 100 technology companies in Taiwan. So it's about the description of what is in there. So let me show you so that you understand.